Hello everybody, doing a quick reply to a question from What's Happening. Now, I was watching the other night a video where he made a venison stew in his Dutch oven, and I commented that it was very much the way I would have made a venison stew back in the days when I was eating meat, except I would have put a lot of red wine in. And when he responded to my comment, he asked me what was it that made me become a vegetarian, and I started to reply. Well, then I realised it was going to be an awful lot of typing, so I thought it'd be easier just to talk in a video. So the story goes back quite a while. When I was in my 20s, I was involved in conservation work, spent a lot of time outside in the woods, up the hills, wading about in ponds, things like that. And I was very much an enthusiastic meat eater, to the degree where I believed, and still do to an extent, that everybody who eats meat should have to kill something at some point and watch it die. You need to understand what's on your plate. But over the years I became more and more unhappy with the commercial slaughter system. It's quite clear that even in the slaughterhouses that meet all the rules and regulations, there's an awful lot of distress and suffering. And I got to a point where I decided I wasn't going to support that industry anymore. I was only going to eat free range meat, as it were, which would basically be line caught fish, wildfowl that had been shot, used to like duck, and venison, rifle shot venison. It wasn't very practical because it's quite an expensive way to eat meat. You could get lots of cheap cuts and venison offal from Bolton Market, but I had to get to Bolton Market and that cost money. And this was at a time where I wasn't working, so that didn't really work out, and I sort of bimbled along for quite a while, knowing that I wasn't really happy with what I was doing and not really sure how to address it. And then one day, a newspaper, this is The Guardian from Friday, April the 20th, 2001. And on page 11 we have a halibut. And at the time, this was believed to be the biggest halibut ever landed in British waters. It's 8 feet, nose to tail, 20 stone. And reading the little paragraph underneath it about who landed it, and it was sold to a fishmonger in Aberdeen and blah de blah de blah, and towards the end it just said that the fish was estimated to have been 35 years old. So that fish had been mooching about on the bottom of the sea for 35 years when some miserable bunch of bastards dragged it out and killed it. That broke my heart. Never eaten meat since.